Hiya. One of the things I want to show you is EFT, or Emotional Freedom Technique. It uses the meridian points at certain places, like this is the small intestine meridian at the side of the hand, and I'll show you where all the points are and some quick and easy ways to get started using it. So let's go through the points first. The first is the top of the head, or the crown, and you tap it kind of tap, 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 tap. I mean, you don't want to thump yourself because, that's mean. So just tap, tap, tap. The next point, and that's the top of your head, by the way, just where your head begins to slope back, stop, that's right there. So it's not kind of forward like this, it's really quite the top of your head. That's the top of head point. Next is your eyebrow, and that's in the middle of your eyebrow. Take 3 fingers, just tap like that. It's really at the 2 points where your eyebrows end, or in the middle of your eyebrow if you've got one of those kind of monobrows. So just tap in the middle there. That way you get 2 points at the same time with one hand. The next one is the side of eye point. So you take 2 fingers, you slide it down your eyebrow to the corner of your eye. And what you're looking to find, my hair out of the way, is just on the ridge of your eye socket there. So you don't want to be tapping out towards your temples or down below. It's right at the corner of your eye, right on your ridge bone. That's your side of eye point. The next, if you follow that ridge bone down, right underneath, right under your pupil, when you're looking straight ahead, that's your under eye point. You go that tap, 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 tap thing. And be gentle here because the skin is quite delicate there, okay? The next point, the easiest one to find, the under nose point, and guess where it is? Yep, right there. The next one, some people call it under lip or the chin point. It's right here in that cleft between your lower lip and your chin. It's a bit harder for guys with big beards to find, but I know you'll manage. It's right there. The next point, I'll show you how to find it, not exactly where it is because it's different on everyone's body. It's called the collarbone point, or K27, off the kinder meridian. So you take your 2 fingers, put it in that notch on the bottom of your neck, slide it over your collarbone until you find that little knobbly end bit there, and then you go down about 1.5 inches. Now, instead of getting out a measuring tape and figuring out what's 1.5 inches, is it 1.25 inches, is it in 2 inches, just take all 4 fingers, I'll do it with this hand, and just tap underneath that knobbly bit on the collarbone there. And you can really kind of feel the thumping, the thump, 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 thump going on, quite percussive. The next point I'll help you to find, again, it's on a slightly different place in everyone. It's called the underarm point, but it's not up in your arm where you're ticklish. You can't tickle yourself anyway. But if you put your fingers in your armpit and then slide down to where your bra strap is, or where your bra strap would be if you were wearing one, that's your underarm point. That's the spleen meridian, by the way. The next one, associated with sadness, is the under nipple point, or the liver point, because it's on the liver meridian. And that's underneath your nipple, right under where your hardwire would be, again, if you're wearing a bra and if you're wearing a hardwire bra. So it's right under there. And just tap, 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 tap. Again, this can be quite percussive. The next one I like to use is the wrist point. That's on your wrist, just on the inside there. And that's all the meridians that go through the hands, cross through here. It's one of my favorites personally, actually. The next are the finger points. I'll show you a few different ways for the thyroid, which is this one, this meridian. It's the outside of your thumb over here. So if you see the thumb, it's the side that's on the outside of the thumb side, just in the bottom of the thumbnail, on the side of the finger there. So it's not on the front of the thumb, under the thumbnail. Slide it over to the side of the thumb. And it's on that analogous point on the rest of your fingers. So your index finger, bottom of your nail, to the side of the finger. Same with your middle finger. And your ring finger. And your pinky. There's also the small intestine meridian, which is used for the setup, which I'll get to in a minute. And another way to get to the thyroid meridian, or triple heater, is on the back of the hand. I like to kind of point my fingers down because I find the skin can be a bit delicate, especially when I've been tapping all day having lots of clients. So the back of the hand, between your 4th and 5th knuckles, slide down to the back of the hand. That's where it is, right there. Okay, super. Now there are a couple of different ways to do the setup. This is the most common way. You tap your small intestine meridian on the side of the hand, and you say, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. Or, if that's a bit extreme, you can say, even though I have this problem, I am deeply and completely open to someday accepting myself. You change the words at the end however you want it, okay? All right. And you say that 3 times. Even though I have this problem, I am open to accepting myself. Even though I have this problem, I am open to accepting myself deeply and completely. Even though I have this problem, I am open to accepting myself. And then this problem becomes kind of like a code word, like headache or X or whatever. Or if you've made a movie of it, then something like a code name like candle or red or betrayal or something. So then this problem, right on your monobrow in the middle. This problem, remember to go delicate there. This problem, I know you can find it if you've got a beard, you can do it. This problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. Although if you're doing on yourself, you're more likely doing it with your hand out like that. This problem, this problem, this problem, this problem, this problem. Now sometimes the setups can be a little different. So instead of tapping the side of your hand 3 times, you'll rub what's called the sore spots, which are more or less about here. Have a feel around. If it's a bit tender, then you're on it. Make sure you do it on both sides though, or if you're only going to do it on one side, just do it on your left. So rub the sore spots, and you say again 3 times, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself, or I am open to accepting myself. And again, you say that 3 times and then go through the points. And you're done. You might want to get a rating. So, okay, how upset am I on a scale of 0 to 10? That could be a really good thing to do to start. Sometimes you may find, I can't find it anymore at the end of a round. That's cool. That means it's gone. Sometimes you can kind of push yourself. It's like, yeah, but he was really mean. Am I sure I'm not upset anymore? And so test yourself that way as well once it goes down to 0 for yourself.